Hey, what's up, y'all? Just doing a little video on this game I just picked up. Came in the mail last week. Nectaris Military Madness. It's on the PlayStation 1. I haven't seen a lot of video of it, but I've seen a few clips, and it looks like it's got some different maps than the original Military Madness, so I'm going to check that out. But today I want to talk about another game I started playing, which is Neo Nectaris, which is the sequel to Military Madness on the PlayStation. No, I'm sorry, on the Turbo CD. So I've been playing that a little bit, and so far it's so good. They've updated a couple of backgrounds. The sprites are pretty much the same, and they've added some animations to go with the new cutscenes that happen when you battle. I played about the first 8 stages with the animations on, and I gotta say it's a little bit slower. They take about twice as long, maybe almost 3 times as long as the original game to play out, and this can get kind of tedious. But then I figured out that you can just turn that off, so that made it a lot quicker. I mean, it goes really fast, even faster than, I'd say, the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions, because it cuts out the animations of your units moving across the map. So that made things quicker, but it made it a little bit more bland. And that was another concern about the game. Outside of the animations, which were slow, they did add kind of a little bit of a spice to it. And this game, I don't know why, but it feels a little bit more bland than the original. It has like less charm. I don't know. The music in the original game is not like mind-blowing, but it did have a little bit of novelty to it. This one, of course, uses CD. I'm guessing like real recorded instrumentals and stuff. But it's not memorable. Like, I'm not near it right now. I can't even tell you how I couldn't even hum it for you, but it doesn't stick with you. I mean, I've only been playing it for about a day, so maybe that's it, but I don't know, it doesn't compare. None of the compositions compared to the original. But I don't want to bag on it, though. There's a lot of good stuff about Neo Nectaris. They've added some new units that play differently. Of course, this is a Japanese release, so I'm barely understanding what some of the pronunciations are on some of these things, but some of the units are the same from the original, but their names in Japanese are different, which is understandable. And then some of the units, the old units that were in the original, they've been changed slightly, like the giant, which I think in the new one is called a monster, maybe, I can't remember. But he can move more spaces now. I think he could only move 2 spaces in the original. Now he can move like maybe 4 or 5. And he still has the same attacks, ground and air. And then there's, some of the good things about it is they have landmines now, which is neat. That's probably one of my favorite things. Off top. I mean, I'm on stage like 11 right now. So yeah, the landmines, they work like you place them, and they can't be moved after you place them. Sort of like not a Hadrian, but an Atlas, or a trigger. Yeah. So you place the landmine, and it takes 3 turns before it detonates, and it has a blast radius of 2 tiles, which is very neat. So, I mean, so far they've had them on screens where there's a lot of atlases, and what you can do if you have a pelican or something like that, you can drop them like right in the middle of a bunch of atlases, and 3 turns later, it just blows all of them up. So that's pretty fun. It adds like it actually feels like a new game, whereas before they introduced this new unit, I think it was like around the 6th level, maybe the 8th level. It just felt like more Military Madness, which is not a bad thing, but like I said, it was a little bit bland, and this mixes things up a little bit. They've also added another unit called the Cannon, from what I could read in katakana, and this works as a support for your infantry. So it basically has to be touching an infantry unit to be able to attack its enemy. I was wondering, man, it confused the heck out of me when I first encountered these things. So I'm like, okay, this thing is called a cannon. It has like a damage rating of maybe 40 or something like that, you know. And it can hit air and ground units within a two tile range. But it has to be touching an infantry unit. And I actually like played a match before I figured that out. I actually had to Google it and find the resource. I could probably, I mean, they're out there on Google, you can find it, but it's like probably nectaris.tg16.com or something like that, you know. And it actually broke it down. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of a neat little mix up, you know. But yeah, so far so good. This is like a incomplete review of it. I haven't beaten it yet, the normal campaign, and I'll probably get back to you when I'm done. All right, thanks.